Hey everyone, I'm Zach and welcome to First Timers Homes. Recently my family had a water leak at our home, so today I'm going to walk you through that experience and what to do if you have one. And as a helpful tip, at the end, I'll show you a trick that will help you tell if you might have a leak that you don't know about. Now real quick before we get started, I'm not a professional tradesman or an insurance expert, I'm just a first-time homeowner sharing my experiences. So please consider this informational, and if you have specific questions regarding the trades, home warranties, or insurance, please reach out to a professional in those industries. Alright, let's get started. Water leaks are scary because they can cause a lot of damage, cost a lot of money, and leave behind hidden issues like mold that can come back and cause problems if they're not fixed properly. To make it worse, if they're bad enough, you might not even be able to stay in the home for a while. So it's really important to try to mitigate the damage as much as you can as soon as you notice an issue. And if having a leak in a damaged home isn't bad enough, the process of restoring your home can be complicated with you having to coordinate between your home warranty company, your insurance company, and the various tradesmen like plumbers, water restoration companies, contractors, and painters that are fixing the problem and repairing the damage. So here's some things to think about if you find yourself in a situation with a leak like I did. The first thing you'll want to do is obviously stop the leak. To stop it, you need to cut off the water source. The best way to do this is going to be to turn off the water main, which is the water line that feeds your home from its source. This will cut off the water supply to the entire house. Finding the valve to turn off the main can be a little tricky though. It can be located in a number of places, including outside of the home, around the foundation, near the meter. It can be in a meter pit buried in the ground. It can also be in your basement somewhere near the foundation or even in a crawl space. Now hopefully you're seeing this before you have a bad leak, and if you are, please make sure you know where your main is and that you have the right tools to shut it off if you should ever need to. Alright, once you've shut off the water main, you've shut off the supply to the house, but there still may be water in the lines inside of the home or in the water heater that could continue feeding the leak, especially if you have a leak on a lower floor and you live in a multi-story home. To get that remaining water out, go around your home and open up all of the faucets, things like the sinks and the bathtubs. If you happen to live in a multi-story home, don't forget the faucets on the upper floors as well. So after you've shut off the water main and drained the lines by opening the faucets, you shouldn't really see much more leaking. There could be some residual water left in the lines or in the water heater that could cause a little drainage, but the worst should be over. Once the leaking is under control, you'll want to try to reduce the ensuing damage as much as you can by removing any standing water around your home. Hopefully you've only had a small leak and you can soak the water up with towels, a wet dry vacuum, or some other method to keep it from spreading. But if you've had a large leak, you may need to call water removal services. These services have pumps and other tools to remove large volumes of water and to reach hard to get places. After you've done what you can to stop the leak and control the water, you'll need to get the process started for the repairs. If you have a home warranty, this will most likely be your first call. They'll be able to discuss what's covered and what's not under their services with you, and they'll also be able to instruct you if they have any service agreements with any companies that they may require you to use in order to maintain coverage. In my case, the home warranty covered the repair of the pipe itself, but nothing else. Drying out the walls, repairing the damage, to include the hole in the wall that the plumber had to make to repair the pipe itself, was not covered as part of the warranty. Your next call will likely be your insurance company to begin enacting your coverage to deal with the remaining repairs that the warranty didn't cover. When you talk to your insurance, they may have some companies that they've partnered with that they can refer you to, but be sure to still do your own research to make sure you select the best companies for you. Also, a quick side note, very important, make sure you document everything. Take pictures and videos of everything throughout the process to include the condition of the house after you've stopped the leak, before and after the repairs, as well as during the repairs in case anything were to go wrong in the process. Also, be sure to keep track of the timeline and make sure you engage the repair services as soon as you can. This should help you avoid any complications in the process that could come from additional damage that's caused by failing to act quickly, such as mold growth. Once you understand your coverages and any vendor requirements from your home warranty or insurance company, you'll start coordinating with all the various companies to orchestrate the repair process. In my case, the first step was coordinating with the plumber to repair the pipe, then the water damage restoration company to dry everything out, and finally a general contractor to repair the wall itself and put things back to normal. After everything was fixed, the total cost was a little over $8,300, and I paid $2,075 out of pocket with my home warranty and insurance covering the rest. So in our case, the leak was fairly small, but the costs really add up quick. So if you're a first-time homeowner, hopefully you already have an emergency fund set up, but if you don't, this is something you should really give some thought to. There's a bunch of information out there on this topic, so please do some research and make sure you have a plan for any unexpected costs. Someday, something will probably go wrong with your house, and having a financial plan in place will save you a lot of hardship. Alright, so now I want to show you a trick I learned throughout this whole process on how to check if you might have a small leak somewhere that's becoming a time bomb that you don't know about. It's super simple. All you have to do is check your water meter after you've made sure anything that can use water has been turned off. So the first step is to make sure all the valves around your home are closed. The sinks, the outdoor faucets, the showers, etc. Also make sure all of your appliances are turned off. Things like the washing machine and the dishwasher aren't running. And you'll also need to do this when your water heater is full. So if you've recently used a lot of hot water, give it some time to fill back up. Now, once all of that is done and you're sure that you're not using any water, go watch your water meter. If the meter is still running while everything is turned off, you might have a leak somewhere. Some places a leak might be are in your yard sprinkler system if you have one, maybe a pipe in the wall, or even a leaky hose spigot outside. If you have a water filtration system, sometimes that can leak. Any water dispensers in your fridge, washing machine hookups, or even possibly a pipe within your foundation. If you think you have a leak, you should consider calling a professional to do a follow-up on your check. You're not going to want to because it can be really expensive, but if it turns out that you have a leak, finding it early will save you a massive headache down the road. So I hope this video was helpful, and if you liked it and want to see more, please subscribe. We have a lot of projects on our list that we'll be sharing with everyone along the way, along with any other surprises we run into. We'd also love to hear your water leak stories, so tell us about them and how they turned out in the comments below.